Each morning Jordan's day began with the blue glow of a phone screen. The first act, scrolling through social media, almost on autopilot. This ritual promised connection but delivered something heavier. Jordan saw endless images of friends on beaches, influencers with new cars, and acquaintances living highlight reels. With each swipe, Jordan felt a tightening in their chest, a whisper. Look at them, now look at you. Jealousy crept in, coloring the day gray before it even began. The energy for the day drained away, replaced by a sense of lack. This was sorrow, delivered by the very device meant to connect. We all carry these windows in our pockets, inviting other people's realities into our most private moments. It's a modern struggle, comparison quietly planting seeds of doubt and envy. Jordan's story is about more than envy. It's about what we do with it, to notice what stings and ask why, because sometimes the pain points to what we truly want, and that's where change begins. Jordan was trapped in the comparison cycle. Every post became a new way to measure their own life and find it lacking. It wasn't just about things, but about missed experiences and milestones. A friend's promotion sparked the thought, I should be further along, a happy couple's photo. Why haven't I found that? This constant self-evaluation was exhausting. Instead of motivating, envy froze Jordan in place. The weight of inadequacy crushed motivation. Why try when others seem so far ahead? Envy became an anchor holding Jordan in place. The internal monologue was relentless. They're so talented, they're so lucky, and I'm not. This narrative overshadowed Jordan's strengths and past achievements. The focus was always on what was missing, never on what was present. Days blurred into weeks of passive observation, watching others live out dreams. The ache of jealousy wasn't channeled, it just festered. The very feeling that signaled a desire for more was keeping Jordan stuck, not by circumstances but by the prison of comparison. The cycle needed to break. Jordan's story is a reminder. Envy can paralyze, but it can also point to what matters. The first step is to notice the trap. The next is to ask, what is this feeling really about? Because the pain of envy is often the longing for a life not yet lived. And that longing can be a powerful guide if we let it. Change was possible, but it had to start from within. The breaking point came on an ordinary Tuesday. Jordan, scrolling after work, saw a classmate's post, their first solo art exhibition. Champagne, smiles, vibrant paintings, everything Jordan once dreamed of. The envy was overwhelming, a mix of regret, frustration, and sadness. The phone was tossed aside. This wasn't a gentle nudge, it was an emotional crisis. The dam of suppressed feelings burst. This jealousy refused to be silenced. In that raw moment, something shifted. Why does this hurt so much? This wasn't about the classmate's success, but Jordan's own unmet needs. The jealousy was a signal, pointing to something important within. It was a call to pay attention. Jordan's crisis became a turning point. It was, what is this feeling trying to tell me? After the storm, a quiet curiosity took hold. Jordan picked up a notebook and began to write, not about others, but about the feeling itself. What did jealousy want to say? Patterns emerged. Envy flared when others pursued creative passions, traveled, or lived authentically. These weren't random pangs, they were echoes of Jordan's own buried dreams. The art supplies gathering dust, the travel blog never started, the longing for purpose. Jealousy wasn't just a negative emotion, it was a messenger. It pointed directly at Jordan's deepest desires. The things admired in others were reflections of what Jordan wanted for themselves. The pain of jealousy was the ache of unfulfilled potential. Suddenly, jealousy wasn't an enemy. It was a guide, a misunderstood friend, offering directions. The feeling was uncomfortable, but now it was also informative. It held clues, even wisdom. Jordan realized, if listened to, jealousy could be a source of insight and motivation. The whisper of want was finally being heard. Sometimes the emotions we fear most are the ones that show us the way. Jordan was ready to follow the clues. Understanding wasn't enough. Action was needed. Big changes felt overwhelming, so Jordan started small. First, they curated their social media, unfollowing accounts that triggered unproductive envy. It wasn't about others, it was about protecting their own peace. Next, Jordan focused on self-care, real self-nourishment. Walks in nature, sketching for fun, cooking healthy meals. These small acts rebuilt self-worth from the inside out. Value wasn't tied to online validation. Then Jordan addressed the creative longing. Instead of despairing over the art show, they asked, what's one small thing I can do? The answer, a local pottery class, just once a week. It was a step, a move toward what they truly wanted. The focus shifted from what others had to what Jordan could do. Small wins followed. A lopsided pot, a finished sketch, a mindful walk. Each was a victory, proof that change was possible. Jordan celebrated these moments, building momentum. It wasn't about grand achievements yet, but about progress. Each step was a building block for a more fulfilling life. The message of jealousy was being answered with action, and with each action, the feeling lost its power to paralyze. Jordan was moving forward, one small win at a time. The journey had truly begun. Jealousy didn't vanish, but Jordan's response changed. When envy surfaced, Jordan paused and asked, "What is this telling me?" The emotion became a tool, not a tormentor. If envy arose from someone's travels, Jordan planned a local adventure or started a savings jar. The shift was from passive longing to active engagement. Jealousy became a spotlight on unmet needs and unexpressed potential. It prompted curiosity, not despair. Envy about someone's confidence led to joining a speaking group or practicing with friends. The feeling became a catalyst for growth. The secret wasn't to fight jealousy, but to decode its message. The things we envy often reveal what we value and wish to cultivate. By listening, Jordan used jealousy as a compass for personal development. Envy, once a source of pain, became a partner in self-discovery. The energy of envy was transformed into purposeful action. Jordan learned every pang could point the way forward. Jordan's story reveals a powerful truth. Jealousy can be a teacher. The ache of envy is the heart saying, "There is more for you." If you feel jealous, it means you believe more is possible. That feeling is a sign of your own ambition and potential. It's not a mark of deficiency, but of aspiration. The next time envy arises, don't push it away. Get curious. Ask, what is this feeling pointing to? What small step can I take? Jealousy highlights the gap between where you are and where you want to be. That gap is filled with opportunity for growth and learning. Make a commitment. What is one thing your jealousy is telling you to pursue? Maybe it's dedicating time to a creative project, researching a new skill, or unfollowing draining accounts. See jealousy as your ally, a guide on your journey to a more purposeful life. You are not too late. You are right on time. The journey starts with listening to what you long for. Let envy be your compass, not your cage. Every pang is a chance to move closer to your true self. Jordan's story is proof transformation begins with understanding. Your story can too. Start today.